Hey everybody, it's Johnny again with part 2 of the tutorial on how to make a house for Fish World Deco Architects Contest and Trading and Deco Fanatics Trading Emporium. Okay, so I finished up the window here as you can see a little bit just to get ahead, and here's the door. So next we want to focus a little bit on some of the trim that's going to be that you want to put in to make the house more detailed and pretty. So I found some of this in the Greek section, and we're going to put some trim just like this right here, all the way across. All right. Like I said before, all this is going to come off later on. Like I said, all the bars are going to come off. So just get as close as you can. I would line up with the outside part of the bar. That way, you have a straight line, and you don't have to fix it all at the end. All right, so we'll build a little bit of trim that goes all the way across right here. All right, and I'm only going to do one side. There's no use doing both sides right now. Just this is all for demonstration purposes. All right, so now we got our trim that goes all the way across, just like that, and so then we would continue that on all the way this way, but we're gonna move on. So next, what I'm gonna put in is I'm gonna throw a flower bed in real fast, okay? Just like this right here. So I'm gonna use some of these white blocks from Decorator's Favorites, the ice and snow section inside the Decorator's Favorites. All right, so that makes this a nice little flower bed right there. All right, just like that. Okay, so we have our flower bed and we have the trim in. Let's start thinking about what we can use for our wall. All right, so I've already pre-selected some. I'm going to go with the lower half. I'm going to go with the brown pebbles from the koi section. All right, so do that right there. And I've already shrunk them down. Once I bought them, I shrunk them down a little bit. That way to be a little faster. All right, so we're adding these in just like that. All right, pretty simple. And this is I like these because they offer a lot of coverage, and they look good. But back when I used to make structures like this, I used a lot of like the gray rock and stuff like that. And man, it took forever. These things right here they're a lifesaver. They're a godsend. All right, so and just like that, and should go like this. It's not gonna be perfect, like I said before. This is for demo purposes. All right, I'm probably gonna knock this down when I'm done. Start and change my design a little bit. This is just for the demonstration. All right, so just like that. I'm gonna go all the way just to the other side and connect them up, and then I'll move on. Alright, so just like that. And you're going to fill in the whole section. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, alright? So then, for the upper part, I figured, some of the white pebbles would be a good choice. Alright? So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to make it perfect. Just like that. Alright, and we'll fill the whole thing in with the white pebbles. You go just like that. You don't want to overlap it over the window there. All right, and what you want to do with these are not flipped right now, but I would flip these. All right, so if you want to lay stuff on top of it, you gotta flip it over upside down. All right, so there we go. We're gonna I got a couple more of them. Let's use them up. All right, so but you're getting the idea. Is use this to fill in all the way, just like that. And you're going to fill in all the way around with those. All right. Okay. So next, we wanna deal with now. Well, I'm not going to do this, but I would figure out which color you wanna fill this area with, and you can use some of this as a trim around the door that might look nice, and figure out what you want to use as far as covering this door because these are upside down and this can be covered. But next I want to move on to the roof, and I chose the gray pebbles from there also for our roof. And you can use different things. You can use these blocks right here from that are come from the ancient Egypt section. I mean, they shrink down and they make pretty decent looking roof tiles, just like this right here. You know, and it's more time consuming, but I think in the end, I think it'll look a lot better. You can also there's shorter ones that you can use also. Um, if you want to use that, you can use a combination of both. If this gets in a little bit different areas or whatever, but I mean they make really good. Also, I've used in the past for roofs is the treasure map from that same section from the ancient Egypt section, and just you take and you overlap them just like that. You shrink them down just like that right there, and then you overlap them like that, and they make really good, more rugged looking, like maybe like well, I'm making sort of like a cottage anyway, but I'm gonna go with these right here. We're gonna go with the gray tiles, or I'm sorry, gray pebbles, just like that right there. All right, and you might have to actually you might have to stack these to get them to cover better because you can see through them. So, and you can make them larger if you want. I'm making them a little smaller, but you get the idea. Just like this right here. You don't have to be perfect. You don't want it to be too uniform looking because that would look more natural. So anyway, just like that. All right, and you cover the whole roof. And remember, when you take and you flip these upside down, they'll tuck into other things. So once you they'll tuck in behind. So once you cover this up right here, like this right here, if this happens to be the color that you use, then when you go to put your the gray ones down towards the bottom of the roof, you're going to want to flip them like this, so that way they can tuck in just like that right there. All right, because if not, then you don't know which one's going. You're either going to have to try to butt them up, which is leaves gaps or whatever. So if you flip them upside down, you don't have to worry about butting them up. You can just go like this, and they'll lay in behind them. So that way, all right. So you'll cover it. Oh, also another one you can use for if you shrink them down is from the what section is this from? From the Bermuda Triangle. You can flip these boats upside down just like this right here. All right. And you can overlap them. Now these look good to me. To me, these look good like on a rugged cabin or something like that. You can also use these for the walls also to make a wooden cabin. But if you take these right here and you stack them up, and you can also use barrels also. You flip them upside down. They always work a little bit better. They overlap better, and plus you can always set something on top of them if they're upside down. Same thing. If you take the barrel just like this right here, flip them upside down, you can also use that for a roof also if you want. So think about that if you're making more of a log cabin or something. I think the bows look better, but it's just kind of food for thought. All right, so you're gonna take and you're gonna finish your roof all up. All right. and these right here are going to be filled in. You're going to do the same thing with the windows. There's going to be a window over here too. All right, and you can find something, a circle, and fill that in, and do the same thing you do with the with these right here, or you can put like a stained glass window right there, whatever you want. So after that, you're gonna want to put some plants into your flower bed here. Just to finish up the look on, to finish up the little details. You know, pick whatever. There's tons of flowers, so pick whatever flower looks best for the color scheme that you're gonna go. That you're gonna use for your trees or for your landscaping. I'm just using pink right now as an example, but and it fits right behind. Notice I didn't flip these upside down. They were that way the flowers can drop down into it, and you can make your flower bed just like that. And if you want, in the window, you can have yourself a cat napping on the whatever it is. If it's a counter, if it's your kitchen, or whatever. Put your little cat in there. And it's going to be the same thing on the other side. You're going to have a flower bed over here, just like this. All right. And if you want to add a little bit more, you can add stairs. Go into it like this right here. These aren't really straight, so you can always take one like this right here, kind of like what we did with those right there, and reverse it. Go like that right there or something. And then on and on, down and down. Or you can use something like these right here if you want to. Look around. There's plenty of things to use as blocks. And basically that's really it. I mean, you're going to finish filling in your roof. And like I said, finish filling in these right here. And just look around. There's for things you can use for trim. There's other things you can use like this right here for trim. You can put a trim up here just like this, on top, like that. You're gonna have to put these upside down, like I said before. Like that. You have to put them upside down so you can lay stuff on top of them. But you can use these up here, and just like that, put you a little, maybe something like a stained glass window or whatever, up there, and that's pretty much it. Play around with the designs a little bit. You can turn this at a different angle. You could make something like this and make a garage over here to the side if you wanted to. There's so many different. You could take two of these and make it like a two-story building. Just play around with the design a little bit. You've seen how easy it is to use these as guides. This is the key really to doing this is you can see what you're doing as you're working. By using these as as guides. But I hope this helps. And if you got any questions, you can always IM me or put a question up on Deco Fanatics or FDAT, either one. I'll answer you. But like I said, I hope this helps. And until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.